Hi guys, in this episode of Ray Decay, I'm finally gonna be reacting to Stray Kids' Circus music video, which I believe is their most recent Japanese release, which I am very excited about because I feel like their Japanese releases have been actually pretty good. At least their last Japanese release, which I believe was All In, although correct me if I'm wrong. No, it was Scars. I think it was Scars, right? Um, like so far their Japanese releases have been actually pretty good and pretty interesting and pretty different from their Korean ones, but still pretty good. So I'm curious to see where this song is going to go, and whether I'm gonna like it and whether I'm gonna like it more than their recent Korean release, which was Maniac, which at first I wasn't a big fan of, but it definitely grew on me quite a lot over the course of the months that I've been listening to it. But yeah, with a name like Circus, I expect that it's going to be playful, kind of like what Christmas Evil was, so whether that's going to be the case, there's only one way to find out, so without further ado, let's get into it and see how I'm going to feel about it in 3, 2, 1. I see Felix has black hair again. I love In's Harley Quinn-like hair. So far it's not bad, but it does feel a little bland, I gotta say. It definitely feels like my least favorite Japanese track from them. I love how everybody is getting a lot of screen time and lines though. Also the choreo there was really sick. Okay, that is really growing on me. Okay, it's really growing on me. Well, it wasn't what I was waiting for, but it's honestly still pretty decent. Of course, Stray Kids are gonna make that stupid tune into a cool song. Is there 16 Stray Kids? I guess you can't teach an old company new tricks, can you? They did that shit with Twice. At least for that one, it was funny because their name is Twice and there was 2 pairs of them, you know? But with Stray Kids, it doesn't really have the same kind of joke to it. But it's still cool, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, honestly, I like it. It definitely grew on me. I still feel like it's a little blandish. But I feel like that blandness kind of disappeared by the end of it. Still not my favorite Japanese track of theirs though. I still think their best Japanese track is definitely All In, because that one is like so hard hitting and so in your face right off the bat. It's just incomparable to this. This one takes its time a little bit to kind of build it up to it. And it was honestly more in the second half where I was like actually starting to get into the groove of the song and like finding it catchy, because at first I really felt like I don't know how to describe it. It just felt like my brain couldn't predict where the song was going to be going, so it couldn't find it catchy because of that. But it did in the second half, because it kind of figured out the pattern, I guess, for the song, so it made it more enjoyable. So that's why I think on the second listen that we're going to do in a second, I'm going to enjoy it more. But as it stands right now, I definitely like it. I definitely think it's catchy. I definitely prefer this, in a way, over what we got with Maniac, because Maniac just feels like a wasted opportunity to have 5 or 6 more really good songs in the album, because it feels like 5 good songs shoved into one kind of not that good of a song when you combine it together, because there's so many good parts in that songs, but all those good parts are shoved into this one song, and there's just a big clash where I would much prefer to have 5 different really good songs that all focus on the different aspects of that one song. Whereas this one is the same throughout, and I kind of like that. I just do, you know? But yeah, we still have to get into it one more time before I say my final thoughts. So without further ado, let's get into Circus one more time in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, already so much better. I love Felix's outfit. Okay, so there's one pair of Stray Kids members watching the other ones perform, I guess?
Ladies and gentlemen, ain't nobody can do it like this. Let's just start a lot to make a license. Bring out the fire, ring, juggling with the burn this down.
I love that part of the song, man. Like, it's definitely more of a bop than a banger, but I still like it a lot. Okay, so yeah, I think I definitely like this. I'll definitely be listening to it. I mean, Stray Kids is like my favorite K-pop group, for crying out loud. Of course, I'm gonna listen to it, but it's honestly genuinely enjoyable. It's still kind of weaker than a lot of their songs, I feel like, because like I said, it's more of a bob than a banger, and I would have appreciated an actual banger, but still, for what it is, it's still pretty enjoyable. But the fact that it's more of a bob than a banger is definitely going to bring its rating a little bit lower. Though not by much really, because I honestly want to give this song a 9.9 out of 10. Because there's not much I can actually complain about it. Like, I feel like certain little verses that we get in this song are a little bland and kind of uninteresting. Like, especially I feel like Hans' verse in this song, which there actually isn't that much of him in this song, surprisingly. Um, that part of the song is kind of loses me a little bit, but it's just kind of little nitpicks like that that I have for this song. So, for all intents and purposes, it could honestly be a 10 out of 10. It's a good song, I enjoy it. It doesn't feel as frustrating as Maniac was for me, because like I said, I was really annoyed by how Maniac had like 5 really good parts, and it amounted to still a pretty good song, but not as good as if it was if it chose to focus on only one part of that song. Because like they did the end mix thing with Maniac, where they shoved 5 or 6 songs into one mediocre one. And by the way, I am waiting for the upcoming NMix comeback. I don't know if it's released at the point at which I'm recording. As far as I know, it's not, but I know they're gonna be coming back soon, and I am excited to check out their comeback, because hopefully it's gonna be better than their disappointing as hell debut. Because I just like that wasn't even a song that they came out with. If you ask me, it was a highlight mainly. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. The point is, this is a pretty good song. It might as well be a 10 out of 10, but I will give it a 9.9 out of 10 because it still doesn't hit as hard as some of their other songs, and it just feels kind of wrong to give it a 10 out of 10 just because, oh, it's just a good Stray Kids song. But if you want to consider it a 10 out of 10, you can. But yeah, what did you guys think about this song? Comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Deadpool, August Dice, and Little Uzi. Thank you guys for the support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do. That being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman. I'm not quite sure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people, but that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really accept the fact that I'm trans if they found out, there is not really a feasible or easy way for me to transition here with minimal repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything, so if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's fine, don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me out get out of this situation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos for my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where I can pledge support and help your channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!